Culture Readers. Foods. Level 4. Foods from Russia. Copyright 2022. Seed Learning. All rights reserved. Facts about Russia. What are some facts about Russia? Well, it's the largest country in the world. It's about 1.8 times the size of the U.S. Its flag is white, blue, and red. In some cities in Russia, the winter temperature is minus 50 degrees Celsius. With its long, cold winters, it's no surprise that the foods of Russia are heavy and filling. 3 well-known foods eaten in Russia are borscht, pirozhki, and blini. Borscht. In cold places like Russia, root vegetables like carrots, onions, and beets grow well. Potatoes and cabbage grow well too. One popular dish in Russia is borscht. Borscht is a thick soup. The main ingredient in borscht is beets, which give borscht a dark red color. Other ingredients in borscht include potatoes, onions, cabbage, and meat. At first, borscht was food for poor people, and it didn't have beets in it. People didn't grow beets in Russia until the 1550s. People first made borscht in the 1400s. They made the soup with a wild plant called hogweed. In fact, borscht means hogweed. In the late 1600s, people added cabbage to borscht, which made the soup sweeter and less bitter. In the 1550s, people began to add beets. Rich people started to eat borscht then, too. Over time, everyone began to eat it, and now you can find it in every restaurant in Russia. These days, most people in Russia eat borscht at least twice a week. Russian astronauts even took borscht into space so they could have a taste of home. To keep the bright color of the beets, you must cook the beets separately and add them at the end of cooking. If you cook them for a long time, they will lose their dark red color. Borscht is served with sour cream and black bread. You can eat borscht hot or cold, but it tastes best when it is at least 24 hours old. People in Ukraine and Russia both say their country created borscht. It is hard to know who really made it first, but it is popular in both countries. Pirozhki. If you don't like beets, why not try some pirozhki? Pirozhki are small pies. In fact, pirozhki means little pie. These little pies are heavy and filling, so you don't want to eat too many at one time. They are usually oval in shape. Pirozhki are made with a yeast-raised dough and various fillings. The dough is soft like a bread. They can be baked or fried. Pirozhki are often sold as street food, but people make them at home as well. They are a common snack food. The fillings in pirozhki can be sweet or savory. Common sweet fillings are fruits. The most popular fruits to use for pierogi are apples, cherries, apricots, and lemons. Another sweet filling is quark, a kind of soft cream cheese. People mix quark with sugar or honey to make it sweet. What are some savory fillings? The most common filling is cabbage. People also like to use meat and potatoes. You can even get pierogi with boiled eggs in the middle. Pierogi are easy to make. First, make a dough with flour, eggs, yeast, and butter. Shape the dough into lots of little balls. Then take one ball and flatten the dough. Next, put the filling of your choice in the center. Finally, pull the dough up around the filling to make a ball again. Make filled dough balls with all of the dough. Next, brush the dough balls with eggs and milk and bake for about 20 minutes. If you want to fry your pierogi, simply fry them in oil for about 6 minutes until the outside turns brown. Pierogi are a perfect snack on a cold winter's day. You can make them at home. But if you don't want to cook, you can buy them from a food truck or bakery. They are easy to find in Russia. Blini. Blini are Russian pancakes. People in Russia began to eat blini over 1,000 years ago. The first blini were made from oats, warmed on a fire. Now they are made from oats, wheat, and other grains and cooked in butter. Russians made blini at the end of winter to celebrate the coming of spring. Blini are a symbol of the sun because they are round and golden like the sun. People sing, dance, and have parties for 1 week. They call this week Maslenitsa. Russians still make hundreds of blini during Maslenitsa. They give them to friends and family. It is the last chance for Christians in Russia to enjoy butter and eggs before the 40 days of Lent. Every day of Maslenitsa has a special event. On the first day, people make a Lady Maslenitsa doll. On the last day, they burn the doll to say goodbye to winter. On the other days, they visit family and eat lots of blini. It's a fun week. Of course, people don't just eat blini during Maslenitsa. They eat blini all year round. Blini are a quick and easy food that takes just 10 minutes to make. Just mix flour, eggs, milk, salt, and butter. Then put the mixture 1 tablespoon at a time on a hot pan. Cook it until each blini is light brown. What do Russians put on their blini? Many people like to put sour cream and smoked salmon or caviar on their blini. Caviar is a food made of fish eggs. You can also eat blini with fruits like apples or berries. Another way to eat blini is in kurnik. Kurnik is a Russian wedding food that combines 2 Russian favorites, blini and pierogi. It is a giant pierogi filled with chicken, blini, potatoes, vegetables, and eggs in layers. At a wedding, there is 1 kurnik for the man and 1 for the woman. The woman's kurnik is decorated with pastry flowers, meaning beauty and kindness. The man's König is decorated with shapes of people, meaning a strong young family. All three of these Russian dishes are easy to make at home. Why don't you give one a try?